Hey guys, how are you all doing? Today it's the Pussy Melter pedal! I've been so looking forward to demo this pedal for you guys. One, it took forever to get here. I ordered it in August, at the start of August, and it's finally arrived. I absolutely love it. I've had it for a couple of days, and it's a brilliant distortion pedal, I have to say. Before we get into the pedal itself and what it does, I'll just give you a little backstory about the pedal. As a lot of you know, the Pussy Melter was a tone print by TC Electronic in the Hall of Fame reverb pedal. And then there was the Viagra Substitute, which was a preset for the flashback delay. TC Electronic were originally going to make this pedal, but then they withdrew the name because of the name, simply because it was, I've got a quote from an article in The Independent here, which I think you guys might find quite interesting. I've left a link to the article in the description as well if you want a more riveting read. It really is quite funny. It says, "We recognise that the material was inappropriate. We sincerely apologise. The pedal was designed by Satchel, the guitarist of hair metal revival band Steel Panther, and undeterred, the band decided to start selling it themselves through their official online store. It is a limited edition pedal. They've made 2,500 pieces, mine is the 961st ever made, handmade in the USA. And looking at the pedal, I don't know if you'd agree, but looking at the knobs, does this not remind you of Wampler? This, however, is my first distortion pedal I've ever owned, and it's the first pedal I've ever really reviewed. So if there's anything that's not the norm in here, I do apologise. It's my favourite part of the pedal, fully enough. If you look at it closely, you've got for the in and the out, it says stick it in and pull out. I really like that. Anyway, so you've got dirty, which is your gain control. You've got load, which is your volume. Booty, which is your low end, and sizzle, which is your high end. And the sizzle has got some serious range on it. And should you get a hold of one, you'll know exactly what I mean. The switch in the middle is gushing and moist. And that, if you like, is a boost. If you take, for instance, a Wampler Pinnacle, you've got a boost. It's exactly what this is. And moist is great for your rhythm tone, and then gushing is really good for your lead tone. Okay, just before we get into this, I'm going to let you know what the signal chain is. I'm playing a Charvel Sandema Style 2 with Seymour Duncan JB&59 pickups. Come straight out of the guitar, go into the pedal, then goes straight into the front of a Yamaha THR-10X practice amp on a flat setting. And a flat setting means that the amp only functions as an extension speaker. The EQ, except the gain of course, is disabled, so there's no extra tampering, you're just hearing the pedal on its own. And we're playing, just to make it a little easier to listen to, with a little bit of whole reverb on. Okay, just to kick this off, we've got all the knobs at 12 o'clock, and we're going to toggle between moist and gushing. And there is a big difference, I'm telling you right now. Here we go. One thing you guys should know about the pedal as well, if you haven't noticed already, it does respond very much like a tube amp, and that's because it's got what's known as MOSFET technology in it. I don't know a lot about it, but it's in essence an amp, like a tube simulator, if you will, and it really, really does work. Obviously, I'm used to my Yamaha THR-10 and an EVH 5150, and it's far more akin to the 5150. Let's keep going. Okay, so for this one, what we've done is we've dialed the booty all the way up to, I can't get through this without laughing, the booty at 1 o'clock, sizzle at 1 o'clock, we're on the gushing mode, dirty is at 12, and the load is at about 2 o'clock as well. And now that we've started to really tweak it and dial in a little bit, you can really hear the MOSFET technology working. And it starts to sound a lot like a tube amp here. So let's give it a roll. Okay, this is one of my favourite settings now. They're not too much different than before actually. We've got booty at 2 o'clock, sizzle at 2 o'clock, load at 2 o'clock, and dirty round about 1ish, and we're in the moist mode. And it sounds absolutely brilliant. It's very much a sort of dialed up Marshall stack. It's a very early Van Halen-y kind of tone, should you choose to play various things in his style. Let's see what you think. Okay, as a sort of grand finale to this video, if you dial in the settings right with this, in this case we've got booty at 4 o'clock, sizzle at 2, load at 2, dirty at 10, and we're in the gushing mode. It's pretty much Eat 'em and Smile in a box, or early Steve Vai thereabouts. You can't do it on your own though. We've got a little bit of chorus on from the Yamaha THR-10, and we've dialed up the reverb a little bit more, and it sounds really, really great. I think you'd find this really useful. So, here we go. So just my verdict of this pedal, if you are looking for more modern distortion sounds, when I say more modern, I'm talking your really smooth, sort of Angel Vivaldi, John Petrucci kind of tones, the really smooth distortion, Steve Vai maybe, the modern Steve Vai that is. This pedal isn't for you. If you're really into your dimed Marshalls, in essence anything under the umbrella of Van Halen, this has got your back. It's brilliant. It'll do the sort of bluesy overdrive tones if you dial it down, and it's more designed as a high gain beast of a pedal. It's absolutely brilliant. Thanks so much for watching this video, you guys. I hope you like what you've seen. Please make sure to check out this pedal if you can get a hold of one. It's absolutely brilliant. Highly recommend it. Go check it out. Please like and subscribe.